Picking a good hosting provider can be a nightmare. You don't want to buy some random thing and then regret your decisions. So instead of arguing why you should buy something, let me tell you all the facts and my test results about DreamHost shared hosting. And you can decide for yourself whether it's the thing for your website. Hi, I'm Chase from Cyber News, and welcome to my humble home where I conduct my hosting experiments. In this video, let's look at performance results, hidden limitations, and everything else you are destined to hear about DreamHost. You know the deal. You need your website to load in a normal amount of time. Sure, users probably won't notice a difference between 1.5 and 1.9 seconds, but if your site takes longer than 5, well, you'll have problems. The golden, or in other words, recommended by our lords and saviors at Google, is 2.5 seconds at least to load most parts of your site. DreamHost passed this line with flying colors, having full loading times under 2 seconds, with the largest content part loading even faster. And mind you, this is a full WordPress website, not just a default theme with a Hello World post on it. So the cheapest plan is a great start for small to even medium-sized web projects. Here's a reminder, if you like to watch our content, you can support us by clicking that like button. And while you're there, why not do the subscribing ritual for some good luck? Now, you know me. You know I like my hosting stable. So putting the cheapest plan on an uptime test is the only logical thing to do. Results, 99.99% uptime with 3 minutes of downtime. 3 minutes is basically nothing to even worry about. But, and there's a but, DreamHost promised you 100% uptime. Sure, it's an extremely difficult task to complete, but hey, a promise is a promise. Now, the first nightmare scenario for any user, your website, or the provider you are hosting on, gets hacked and all your hard work is deleted. So, can DreamHost be hacked? Well, yeah, like every other hosting provider. In fact, it had a major incident just this year, when a database containing millions of web owners' data leaked online. Yikes. There was a lot of panicking and bug fixing after that, and DreamHost made a post describing what happened and what measurement will be taken. Also, I have to mention that DreamHost states that only 21 sites were affected and there were no personal passwords in there. But the articles online state otherwise, so take that post with a grain of salt. Just know that no hosting provider wants to get hacked or be the bad guy. The bigger the name in the industry, the bigger target you have on your back. However, what I like, DreamHost actually has a solution if your website is hacked because of your own mistakes. You can hire a team of professional web developers to fix and restore your site, for a fee of course. But again, when you mess things up, it's great to at least know where to go to start solving these problems. Apart from these things, you get a free Let's Encrypt SSL certificate, a free domain name, privacy protection, the ability to modify the .htaccess file of your WordPress install, daily backups, and an application firewall. An overall decent package, and I might have been too hard on that hacked sites restore tool. It's kind of great to have a helping hand and don't just hire a random guy from Craigslist. DreamHost is easy to use and manage. While definitely not the best or the sleekest control panel in the industry, it works great for beginners. If you don't want to build your site on your own, you can use a WordPress integrated builder to quickly craft a nice looking design. And if you're feeling extra fancy, you can actually hire a team of web developers to create a unique website for you for the small price of $1,449. DreamHost also offers managed WordPress hosting. It's an even more streamlined version of WordPress. DreamPress enables you to select any WordPress theme or plugin for your website, except for caching plugins since they don't get along with in-house solutions. So essentially, you retain complete control over the appearance of your website, while DreamHost handles all the technical details behind the scenes. As for the most important features, plans include a free SSL certificate so you don't need to set it up manually, free backups, and free domain privacy. Yeah, when buying a domain name here, your personal info will be hidden from domain registrar information, or ICANN. It's a great way to reduce spam and protect your privacy a bit more. You do get unlimited SSD storage space with the more expensive plan. Now, some clever viewers might go, aha! But it's not really unlimited, right? Well, what about those endnotes? And you would be wrong. There's no file limit here, so you can pump as much as you want. Of course, if you start using this space not for the purposes of your website, you might get a knock on the door from DreamHost. The same can be said with unlimited bandwidth. Use it for your website's needs and it will be truly unlimited. Start hosting streaming services and, well, you will get suspended or restricted. So it's a great place if you want to start small and then see where it goes. DreamHost is affordable, but leans to a more premium provider side. It's a kind of very simple system here. There are 2 plans, one limited and one unlimited. Easy if you want to build a personal project, you can choose the starter plan. If you want to craft something more complex or bigger, choose the unlimited plan. I love that renewal pricing isn't that insane. You pay about double the starting price and forget about it. Another good thing, 97-day money-back guarantee. To be pedantic, I don't know why they just didn't go with a round number like 100, but what do I know? Basically, it's 3 times longer than most shared hosting providers offer. Hell, some don't offer refunds at all. Now, DreamHost, just like any other hosting provider, has some limitations. For starters, the cheapest starter plan lacks email accounts. If you want one, that's going to be $1.67 a month per account. Not terribly bad, but at least one domain-specific email would be great. Also, DreamHost does not have any servers located outside of the United States. And you know what that means? It means that it's mostly optimized for American audiences, since your performance is affected by how close to a data center you are. The main weird thing for me is support, and it's not the quality of agents. I mostly have a good experience. No, the weird thing is all the restrictions. DreamHost, while being affordable, still leans to a more premium side, so having no free phone support feels kind of weird. Sure, maybe you don't want to have phone centers, but then why do you make live chat available only from 3 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time? Again, you do get a knowledge base, and ticket support never really let me down, but it just feels like you have to jump hoops and you need to organize your life around support work time, especially if you live in a different time zone. Look, DreamHost is a decent web hosting service solution for the majority of websites, with great performance, affordable pricing, and nice security. However, the very weird support restrictions, paid essential add-ons, and the lack of an email account with the cheapest plan does hold it back a little. So, DreamHost pros clearly exceed its cons, and you won't be disappointed hosting a small to medium project here. Just know the limitations before jumping in. No host is perfect, but we can dream about it. So that concludes this video. I hope I've made everything as clear as possible, but you can always check more of our videos to become even more enlightened. If you do have questions or maybe ideas for upcoming reviews, leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more of this type of content. And give this video the likes it deserves, come on. I'll see you next week. Same Cyber News time, same Cyber News channel.